Hi everyone, Debbie here from Easy Piano Styles. And today's lesson is on another kind of upper structure triad. So an upper structure triad, or upper structure chords, are when you combine a chord in the right hand and a chord in the left hand. And combined they get an altered chord. For example, say you have a C7 chord. The notes in a C7 are C, E, G, B flat. But if we want to alter that, embellish it, and add some interesting harmony above that, instead of just playing C7 in both hands, right? We could play another chord on top of that. And the chord that we're going to play today is a chord that's built on one whole step above the root of the chord. The root of the chord is C, or C7, and instead we're going to play a D chord. And we're going to invert it once, so we're going to put the third on the bottom. So its sound is this. In the left hand I'm just playing the root and the seventh, the C and the B flat. And the right hand I'm playing a chord built on a whole step above the root of the chord, which is a D, and then I'm inverting it once. So I have F sharp, A, and D. Together we get this sound. Right, and it's kind of dissonant, but very cool, jazzy. Alright, what do we have here? What did we wind up with? Well, we have the root, we have the seventh, flat seventh in the case of C7. We have an F sharp here, that's called a flat 5. We have the A, and that is a 13th. And then we have the D, which is a 9th. So we have all kinds of extended harmony going on here. Flat 5, 13, and the 9th, right? So it has a very interesting sound. You put that in jazz and it's beautiful. Let's put it in the song. Well, first I'm going to do it on another chord and then we'll put it in a song. So let's take a G chord. What are the notes in a G7? G, B, D, and F. In the right hand, we're going to play the upper structure triad, which is built on a whole step above the root, which is G, so the whole step above would be A. So it's an A major chord, and we're going to invert it once. So we're way up there. I'll put this down here so you can see it better. Okay, so we have the A chord here, and we just have the root and the seventh in the left hand. Alright, isn't that neat? Alright, so it's a certain kind of sound. And it's not always going to sound good to you. It's not going to always sound appropriate in, forgive my puppy there, not always going to sound appropriate in the song that you're playing, but if you're playing something very jazzy, then this is a really good opportunity. And by the way, the chord or the arrangement does not have to say C7, flat 5, 13, 9, all of that stuff. You can just add it on your own. Okay, so I'm going to do the Bewitched song. Here's a G7 chord, so I'm going to put it in here. Isn't that nice? It's a fill in between the melody. I'm going to do it again. Here's another G7. And here's another one I can do with G7. Alright, now it just sits there, so I'm going to invert that A chord. Alright, on this last chord, Scooter, be quiet. We have G and F in the left hand, the root in the seventh, and the right hand is playing a major triad, a whole step above it, which is an A chord. And we're just sitting there, so I'm going to go, and then I'm going to invert it, invert it, invert it, invert it. So it's a nice fill. In a lot, and I use that particular upper structure chord where in jazz songs most particularly, jazz standards, and where you really want that pretty dissonance, and especially when a sound is sitting there, like a chord is sitting there and the melody is not doing anything, it's sort of static, then you can use that fill. Okay, I gotta take care of this darn puppy barking. And have fun with that. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.